Well, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Awakening Potential Show. It's your gateway to the extraordinary, where you get to hear how others have stepped up and stepped out so you get to choose to ignite the extraordinary inside yourself because you were meant to be extraordinary. And today we're featuring Fahad. I, I forgive me, I just went blank. Um,
AI Wala.
Aowala. Aowala. Yes? Yes, it's a name that I am not familiar with, but it is a beautiful name, and I am grateful to have him here as he has mastered turning everyday moments into milestones of wisdom around interviewing. Fahad is a 14-year-old student, and he is taking journalism, right, in a sense where he's learning to interview, and he's learning AI on a whole other level at his school in Pakistan. And I had the honor of being interviewed by Fahad last month, I believe it was. And I have invited him to be our expert today and support you in learning how to, in a sense, right? He's mastering the skill of interviewing and being present for others and supporting them in getting their greatness out of themselves as well. And um, I like to first off thank you for taking the time and energy to be with us. So a warm welcome, Fahad, to you.
Thank you so much, Karen, for amazing introduction, and thank you so much for the warm welcome. I really appreciate that. It is great opportunity for me to be interviewed by you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's always fun to hear people's journeys because on Awakening Potential, as you know, it's all about awakening potential. And there are people out there that are like, wow, I want to do that. I want to interview people. I want to start a podcast or whatever it is, but they don't know how to do it, or they get stuck in often in the not knowing how. So, what I'm curious, 14 years old, I think it's amazing that you're stepping into it now. I wish I would have done it sooner than later because I did it later. But what was it that inspired you to want to get into that? And,
Exactly. It is a great question, and I often ask by various people that what initially inspired me to to do this, because it is the age of studying and learning. It is the age of ongoing school. It is age. So the thing inspired me is that our mentor says that they are making future leaders. So basically they says that they are making future leaders. The the these like, as I am student, as many all other students are also, my colleagues are learning, educating here. So in the future they will become future leader. So this thing really inspired me in this.
so
And the second thing,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay. And the second thing is to becoming an independent. It is
Mm.
also included here.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Um, what if at 14 years old, I mean, you're just starting out. It's an exciting time. What, like, up until this point, have you always had an interest in interviewing and doing this? Or is it you've had other interests, and what was it that, like, had you zone into interviewing?
Oh, interviewing. It is a great field or career, we can say. Many people are inspiration for me as a podcaster, like our very famous podcaster named RJ Ahmed, who is doing interviews with entrepreneurs. And Larry King is my one of my favorite podcaster. I used to watch his, podcasts, interviews. So once I heard about this, um, that in this school, students learn, or kids learn about how to interview others. Um, so then I stepped into it, and because it is a great opportunity for me, I thought so. And when I learned how many benefits are here to interview others, how much benefits we get after interviewing others. We get their wisdoms, their whole life wisdom. They just explain in some minutes, and this is a great thing to learn instead of doing other things to learn for learning. We can use this thing to learn from others wisdoms, to learn from others life lessons. So there are many things that inspired me to take a step to to do interviews, and these things that I explained here is one of the important things.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, may I ask about how many interviews have you done thus far?
Exactly, I have done almost 190 interviews,
Oh,
total interviews, yeah.
that's
And
exciting.
exactly, and almost 90 interviews only with American people like you in English.
Uh, and your English is perfect because I know that's not your native language. Your native language is Pakistani. So do you learn English in school or did you learn it on your own?
These English, these results of English are just in 6 months. And although I learned from my traditional school also, but in the 6 months where I interview, um, you know, pupils, American English pupils, so they helped me a lot to speak English fluently. When I listen them in this capacity, in this, in this time, I also started to watch English videos, English, all the videos in English like vlogs, and even the videos of entertaining that the videos that entertain me. I now used to watch those videos in English.
Amazing, because your English is perfect. And it's one of the things I really admire about you is your willingness to want to learn, to be the best that you can be, right? Within what your chosen, is this going to be your chosen profession, or do you think you'll morph into something else as you go along? Because I know you have an interest in AI and you're studying AI, which is like, the wave of the future. You want to share a little bit about that, or?
Exactly. So I think that this is now my career. I chose this career, and now I wanna become an expert in AI, in artificial intelligence, and wanna launch my own AI tools that will create an impact on 10 million pupils or more than 10 million pupils.
Wow.
Our mentor says that dream big. When we dream big, so we can get our goal, we can easily achieve our goal. So as of yet, it is my career, but God knows, maybe in the future it will be, maybe I will switch. But as of yet, I am aiming to learn AI. So in AI, yet I learn many things. I learn prompt engineering, how to give an effective prompt to the AI so we can get better results from AI. And
Right.
mostly I applied my whole learning of AI, whole learning of prompt engineering in the use of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the best AI tool I can say, which can help you in every field, I believe. Whatever your field is, you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you can take help from AI. AI's most famous chatbot, ChatGPT. So, when I stepped into it in ChatGPT, when I started using ChatGPT, and I get deeper and deeper in this, and in this time I also used to watch other videos from YouTube, and my mentors already educating me. So
Uh-huh.
I learned about this, and I use different um, AI tools to generate AI images, because we have one task here also to make story posts and to upload story posts on all social media platforms. This is the curriculum, or you can say, yeah, curriculum in our school, to make Canva posts, to make story posts, and to make faceless videos. Faceless videos are the videos where we make, such videos where we are not visible. We used to, add different backgrounds, different beautiful backgrounds, and we can use text to image. Sorry, text to voice converter tools. These tools are also AI tools that can uh, easily convert your text into a voice. So
Wow.
we just upload these all tasks in all social media platforms, in Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all social media platforms. And mostly our students, my colleagues, um, got followers in thousand, you know thousands of pupils followed them. So, is I hope you're answered.
Yes, absolutely. I'm fascinated by it because your generation is so much further along than mine because it's new to us. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have computers. We had, I'm aging myself, but we had like little cards and then it went to little tapes. I mean, your generation is just second nature to you while we're still learning it. I think it's beautiful that you are doing this now in school. It's amazing. Um, what are you using with your podcasting? Are you using AI as well? And how do you generate your leads? I mean, you found me here in America. I don't know how you found me, but I am totally about giving back. I know you had another student that had reached out to me, and I don't know if he told you about me or how you found me, but I'm curious.
In searching process, we don't use AI tools at all. We just simply search in Facebook. We just simply search in LinkedIn. And when I saw that you're also a podcaster, it inspires me a lot, because I was on that time I was searching some podcasters for my podcast, because when podcasters come to my show, I learn a lot of things from them about about how I can improve my podcast, how I can apply improvement in this. So for searching pupils, we don't use AI. Um, but in for some outline, for guest introduction and for these things, we use AI.
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of AI as well. So I think it's awesome. I think it's really awesome what you're doing and where you're going with it. And the fact that you've already put out an intention and a goal to hit, was it 100,000 people? How many people did you set your intention? Your goal?
10 million pupils.
10 million, 10 million. How cool is that? So you're touching 10 million people's lives. I mean, that makes an impact. To me, that creates a ripple. And when I started Awakening Potential, my goal was to create a ripple out there and impact other people's lives and show them that they can awaken their potential. That's what I call it. You're going to call it whatever you call it, but it's all the same intention, right?
Exactly. I
Yeah.
just named my podcast as Fahad's Journey Talks, because I often talks, on my guest life journeys, and I used to explore their life journeys. So yeah, I named as Fahad's Journey Talks.
I love that. I love that. I'm so excited and it's so exciting to see the up and coming generations and what's possible. And that's one of the reasons why I felt to invite you back. So you get an experience from the other side as well, because I believe, seems to me, that we do awaken our potential when we're on both sides of the coin, right? So you see it from behind the camera, but you also get to see when you see it from in front of the camera or in anything in life, right? When we experience from both perspectives, because everything is perception, like what's possible. So I'm curious, Fahad, what is the biggest lesson you've learned on this journey since you've been interviewing people?
Um, the lessons I learned are, there are many lessons that I have learned. In the end, maybe I also ask the same question to you, that what, how do you give an advice to our audience, according to your, according to your learning
Right.
in your life. So this part is just enough for me to learn, then they give advice, then they tell that what are the things that we have to be aware of, and what are the things we have to protect us from. So the lessons I learn is to be uh, to show your mind's presence in the moment, to pay attention to someone who is in the front of you right now, who is talking with you. And you know many lessons are also here, uncountable. Some lessons are that I applied in my life also, practically. So, and be an open-minded, always take all the things, um, become a lifelong learner. Always learn from others. Don't
Mhm.
just be like, I am enough, now I learn enough things, I don't want to learn more. It is great thing, that's why I said, in podcasting is a great field to learn from others experiences. So yeah.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful. Because there's always lessons to be learned. And I love the fact that you said that you're a lifelong learner, as am I. I I believe that it never ends. It never ends. And the more we expand, the more we grow, the more we're able to give to others in that space. And I really appreciate that about you, especially somebody at such a young age. I don't want to say here in America, as opposed to there, everybody's different. Everybody has a different perception and a different background of relatedness. And a lot of times it's such a, and I don't know if you're experiencing this here there in Pakistan, but here there's a lot of youth that it's like me, I, and we don't, my perception. I'm not saying that's across the board, everyone, but there's a lot of people that grow up with a expectation that life is going to look a certain way, and I don't sense that in you. I sense like there's such a pure heart, which really drew me to the connection, and I'm grateful for that. And I loved your answer of what you've learned, because that's huge lessons, right? So for our listening audience, you know I call them pearls of wisdom. If somebody wanted to start a podcast of their own, and they've been, I don't know that I have that, I don't know what it's going to take or what it's going to look like. What would be the one thing, the pearl, like the wisdom that you would tell them that um, to open up their potential? What would be that one thing that you would suggest?
Okay, it means if someone wanna start their own podcast, so what is one thing they have to start from? Is that correct?
What's your wisdom? What's your little nugget that you want to leave the listening audience with?
I got it. So in the podcast, when a guest is present in front of you, and when guests stop their answer, you have to repeat their answer, um, because to make sure that to realize the a host, whoever in the front of you, or if this thing is in both side, if you're a guest, if you're a host. So in host side, you have to repeat the answer, and you have to realize the guest that the guest is being listened. We watched a TED talk. Not much time has passed. On that TED talk, a little child was a speaker, and she was, saying that a gift, if you can give a biggest gift to someone, it is uh, to provide to provide them that they are being listened by you. It is a great and biggest gift that you can give. So it is my wisdom, or it is a main point that you have to take care take care of, and make questions from guest answers.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I love the conversation, because this way we get to create a conversation which acknowledges that the person was heard, right? So I love that. I love that because I think it's one of the greatest gifts we could give another human being is to acknowledge the fact that they are being heard and listened to. And that goes not just for podcasting, but across every aspect of life, right? Anybody we come in contact with, it's a beautiful gift we give. So I love that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fahad, for taking the time and being a guest on the Awakening Potential show. And uh, I can't wait to hear, and I'm hoping you will keep in touch and let us know how it goes over the years. And I'd love to see the progress. And I know you're going to go far, and I'm really excited for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Karen, for inviting me on your show. It was really great an experience. So, and the one thing that I have to, repeat, you said that this school, Rehan School, is based in Pakistan. So we have Rehan School Online Academy also, which is, you can say, a global school. So whoever the person is, from wherever he is, from America, from, our mentor is also start, working on to make you know, a physical school in America, the same Rehan School. So this is Rehan School Online Academy where I am learning. It is online. They give classes in Zoom. So yeah.
Wow. Would you spell the name of that school for the listening audience? So this way, if they wanted to look it up, we could look it up. And all of your contact information will be in the show notes as well. So anybody who wants to be connected with Fahad, contact information will be in the show notes. And if you're open for guests, maybe that's another way of getting, qualified to
Exactly.
be on your show. So.
Exactly. If someone wants to be a guest on my show, so you can approach me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn. As of yet, my LinkedIn account has banned because of some reason. I don't know what are the reasons. I'm just literally tired of trying again and again to log in there to start my work again.
Perfect, perfect. And just as a quick side note before we let you go, what time is it there?
Yeah, it is 9:51 p.m. here.
AM, PM. So thank you in particular for staying up and being on the show again. Fahad, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Karen. It was great experience and great opportunity. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for our listening guests that have joined us today, thank you for joining us on the Awakening Potential Show. And as you step back into your world, remember the bridge from ordinary to extraordinary is built with small steps of change and big leaps of faith. So let today's insights from Fahad AI Wala Be a guiding light as you navigate your own journey. Remember, you were born to be different, so make a difference. And don't let your age stop you. You are a light, so let it shine. And until next time, continue to awaken your potential and illuminate the extraordinary within. Stay inspired. Bye for now.